Hi guys, welcome to our channel. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell notification so you are notified when we upload a new video. So today's topic or piece of advice for this lesson is, what do you do when you are hopeless, when you've lost all hope and there seems to be no way out? I think the first aspect that is important to understand is, who is your first responder? Is your first responder faith? Is your first responder fear? Is your first responder curling up into a ball and withdrawing from life? If one had to think about it, in our human element, the first responder would be to be afraid, to withdraw ourselves from everything around us. But when you have a relationship with our Father, as bad as it seems, as dark as it seems, you know that your first responder needs to be faith. You need to believe that your Father He'll never abandon you. Romans 5 verse 3 to 5, Paul says that we can rejoice in our sufferings. If you had to understand this from just a basic point, you would think like, how is this even possible? This is ridiculous. But when you look at it from your spiritual eyes, when you're being led by the Spirit, you understand that your sufferings bring out something good. That is what God has promised us. Out of our sufferings come out good. There has to be a good outcome. There has to be something that we are victorious for, because that was the aim of Christ dying on the cross, that we may never be subjected to sin. We may never be unrighteously punished. And I think another important aspect is that when you are going through trials, when you feel hopeless, we also need to realize that it is not our Father who puts us through this. If you look at the characteristics of Christ, He is a loving Father. He does not punish. Whatever you are facing are repercussions to your decisions, or things that probably the devil sent your way. But I think the key aspect here is to never blame God when things go wrong. And most importantly, if you did not consult with your Father, you can never blame Him, because if you listen to the still strong voice inside of you, it will never lead you astray. I just want to read another point here, that we should rely on God's presence. In Psalms 23 verse 4, David wrote that he does not fear because God is with him. But if we had to say that God is with us, we need to realize that God never ever forces Himself onto anybody. His Spirit does not force itself into anybody. You need to invite your Father into your life, into your heart, so that you know that He is with you. And many people don't understand that David was so fearless when he was slaying the giant of Gath, Goliath, that it was only because he walked and spoke with his Father, and not because he thought he was Superman. I know that Christ loves me, so I'm strong. David, as he watched his cattle, his sheep, he walked with his Father. He spoke to his Father. So he had a relationship with his Father. That when you have a relationship with your Father, a confidence in you arises subconsciously, that you are not afraid and you are not shaken, but you know that there is hope there is hope that follows. There's always a rainbow, you know. And you know, when you think about the significance of a rainbow, the significance of a rainbow is God's promise to us all. But there are so many misinterpretations. There are so many misinterpretations and misleading when it comes to the Bible. I think that in order for us to read and understand the Bible fully, we need to be led by the Spirit. If we try and understand it from a human perspective, it makes no sense at all. If you understand it from your perspective, you will realize that this book makes no sense. You have to be led by the Spirit. That when you lay your eyes upon the Word of God, there are so many hidden messages, but not hidden from us. They are hidden for us. Those who look will find. So today my encouragement to you is to rely on God's promises and rely on God's power, that He will rescue you. He will be your sustenance. I just want to read Psalms 103. That is the daily loading of our benefits. Let me just read it to you. It is, you know, so many people underestimate, so many believers underestimate the power that Christ gives us. That we are liberated and we are set apart for His purpose. Okay, I'm just going to read Psalms 103 to you. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and all that is within me. Bless His holy name. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not His benefits, who forgiveth all thy iniquities, who healeth all thy diseases, who redeemed thy life from destruction, and who crowned thee with loving tender kindness, who satisfieth thy mouth with good things, so that thy youth is renewed like eagles. Here we can see that we are promised that we will be free from diseases. He will redeem our lives. We will have long lives on this earth, and we will have every good thing that life has to offer. So my encouragement to you today is to look to your Father and know that He is there and He loves you and He thinks that you are important to you. I hope that this message finds you well and that you are encouraged by it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to our video, and thank you for taking your time to listen.